Hello everyone, my name is Heather. I work with North Country Storage Barns and I do all of the marketing here and I do a bunch of other stuff. But today, for the start of our new series, I want to call it Shed School, but I don't know if that really sticks. So we're going to just take an inside dive on who works here at North Country Storage Barns so you guys know us. So I have with me today Zachary Rutter. He is our sales manager here.
Hello everybody. Everybody
He's
watching?
camera shy.
No.
Okay, so my first question was, what is your title? But I already gave that away, so we're going to move on to the next one. How long have you worked for the company?
I've been here since December of 2024 to December of 2023. So 8 months, about 8 months.
All right. What led you to working here?
A lot of things. So I've been in management for 6 years now. Kind of a little bit across the board. I was at Home Depot for 5 years and I decided to step away and did a couple different odd jobs and I ended up here. Should I elaborate more?
I don't know, it's up to you.
Yeah, I did some car sales for FX Honda and did a little bit of work on the road with Highlight, but really just wanted to come back to leadership and I enjoy working with people.
So what's the biggest difference between selling cars and selling sheds, other than they're complete and total opposites?
Yeah, they're completely opposite. Really, there's not as much pressure when you're selling a shed. I don't think, everybody knows car sales are mostly commission, so it's a lot of that really, a lot of people are really good at it. I did pretty good at it, but really it's kind of not really a volatile, sales life, I guess, but it was good. I enjoyed it, but selling sheds, honestly, you're just helping people pick out their dream, what they want to do. So I enjoy doing just more of like a personalized experience for people.
Fair enough. How do you feel about being asked to do this interview?
I'm not quite sure yet. I guess we'll see at the end how it goes.
Nobody wants to do this here.
We'll see what they think after they watch it.
Not a single person wants to do this. And what's your background like?
It's a good question. I would say that's a good question. I should have looked at that one more. This is why we look at our paper. I've always been pretty good in business. I honestly wish they taught kids more about that in school.
Yeah.
Finances and stuff like that.
No, we have to learn how to square dance in school.
Yeah, you learn how to do different goofy stuff that I shouldn't say that, but anyways. I've always been good at math and stuff like that, so I kind of wanted to go into that route, but, I got into, Home Depot taught me a lot about what I wanted to do, which, all the kids that are listening out there, you think you know what you want to do until you actually try to do it, and then, most times you end up doing something, different, so, but yeah, once you find your niche, kind of like me, getting into business and leadership, working with people, it stuck, and that's where I ended up, so.
Fair enough. I want to touch on one subject. He said that he is good at math, and I do have to testify, he's very good at math. I use him as my personal calculator most of the time. So,
that's about all I'm good at, math, calculator.
Can you tell us what,
oh boy. I don't know on camera, maybe not.
What 12 times 16 is?
12 times 16? I think it'd be 180 or 192. 192 is what it would be.
We'll fact check that later.
Yeah.
Moving on.
That's for sure. We don't need to fact check it.
All right. In your experience in management, what was it like walking into Organize This Organization? Because here, I can testify myself that it's a very disorganized, but we're all organized in doing so. So what was that like for you?
So, to start, like I throughout the course of my leadership career so far, I had 5 people working for me, and then made the jump to like 60 people when you're running a store, or your area of the store anyway, and covering for the store manager and stuff like that. So that, that's a lot. And then coming to North Country has been a lot less people, but, different roles and different things that I really hadn't done. Technology was a big thing because having a corporate company, they have the best of everything, and
we do not.
They have the best of, anything you can imagine as far as technology and touchscreen, everything. So it was quite a check of reality, I guess you could say, to get in tune with things. But I had a lot of people help me along the way, so give credit to a lot of them for helping me with the things that we use every day that help me do my job. But once I got familiar with things, it was pretty easy. Everybody here is great, so it's easy when you have to have a good support team. Whenever you're a leadership, in a leadership role, you have to have a good team, and it really helped smooth the transition for me. So.
All right. Do you feel like we are better? I can't read. Do you feel like we are at a better standing as a company since you brought your skills here?
In certain areas, for sure. There's some things that we can always get better at. We can always get better at so many different things. Yeah, for sure. I think everybody brings their own unique traits that help us all function as a team. But yeah, for sure, there's certain parts of the business that I'm able to touch on more every day. Just the accuracy of doing things. I'm a very big priority person, trying to make sure that I do something every day. So that definitely helps me. But it all goes back to having the team around you. You make sure that people are doing what they need to be doing, like our ship dates every Monday, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Different things that we do. That really just help me do my job, so I'm not chasing everybody around at the end of the week trying to get those done.
Right.
But
how do you feel about the company's values?
Good. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm a Christian, and so that was one thing that attracted me to come working here. So very good, but just beyond that, we try to take care of every person that we can. Like for example, we have a 1-year warranty on sheds, but if somebody came to us, and they were in a bind and they need something done, we take care of them. That's just the way we operate. We try not to say no to anybody. We try to take care of everybody. So I think a lot of small businesses do that, but we try to take it a step further here, and really we give back a lot here. So even like our open house, and that was a big thing for me because I had actually never been to that, even as a customer. So being a part of that and seeing and Luke talking about how it's more of like an outreach event than anything, that those are things you want to be a part of. So
right. No, I agree. I definitely do believe that us working here, we're just people helping people. I've never once thought that anybody that worked here was superior over anybody else. People have to come here, and it's no.
Yeah.
People choose to come here because of who we are as a
Absolutely.
company.
Yeah.
What are your projected goals for the company for the remainder of the year?
Well, honestly, I think everybody's been doing a good job this year. We anybody that doesn't know, we have 2 other locations. Everything's usually gets done on time, so that's a good thing. But for the most part, we do pretty good with that. We'd like to honestly bring in. I would love it if we could bring in some new unique products as we go into the wintertime. Get some different things for our customers to see. But overall, there's always things we can get better at. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with where we're at right now. I wasn't sure where the year was going to go when I first started because I was new, but as I've transitioned and made my role, I guess kind of unique to what I need to do every day, it's been a little bit easier. So really, that's what I would say. Get better at what we're doing, and then really that's about it. I can't really think of anything too crazy off the top of my head. Other than that's one of my goals. I want to bring in new vendors, a couple new vendors. I got a few that I've been thinking about. But other than that, just really working better as a team. We do a good job. You can always get better. So that's all I have right now. Can't go too much in detail, but
that's for next episode. What's your biggest challenge you have faced here?
It's a good question.
Learning EBMS.
Learning EBMS, yeah.
EBMS is a software that we use to cash people out. It's kind of like our CRM, if you will. It's not the easiest thing to learn.
No.
It's terrible.
There's everything that we do functions off of it, really. So if it goes down in a day, our operation stops. So
it's crazy.
It is, it's very, very, very important to what we do. I would say that's been the most challenging, maybe tied with when I got here, I took over our biggest contract with our biggest customer, really. So that was a little bit challenging to learn at first, but it was, kind of baby steps at first. Kyle over at Cozy gave me a lot of help with that, and since then we've been running pretty good. So between that and learning EBMS, and really, just anytime you step into a leadership role, you kind of got to restart the way you do things. You can't just, I can't just come in and insert, my priorities and certain things that I was doing, at Home Depot the same way. Get to know everybody was a big thing at first, but that was easy. Everybody was good to get, easy to get to know here. So,
I mean, there's only like 6 employees.
Yeah,
So, I shouldn't say employees. We are all partners here. I just, lose track of that. All right. To lighten it up and to close us out, I have a few personal questions for Zach, and don't worry, they're not too personal.
Oh boy.
So, are you an introvert or an extrovert?
To those that are watching this, I actually just found out what that meant yesterday. I asked Siri. So let the record show that I did not know that until yesterday.
We had a big discussion about this.
Yeah. So I am, she may disagree with me, but I like to think of myself as an introvert. I do like spending time with people. I have a lot of friends, acquaintances, buddies, pals, whatever you want to call it. I'm a big golfer. We go to the racetrack a lot, so it's I know a lot of people through all those different things, but I really do enjoy my alone time. This time of year, I'm really watching Dirt Vision or Flow Racing. The real people out there will know what that means. But football season, I spend a lot of time with friends and family doing that. Golf with my dad a lot, my buddy Nick. So, it's kind of I don't know. It's kind of a mix of both. But I would say I'm an introvert. I don't really need to be around people all the time, but I guess if I can, it's a perk. But yeah, I function pretty good on my own. So.
Let us know what you think that Zach really is.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know. And if you don't know what it is, you could be just like me and ask Siri.
Next question. Would you still work for North Country Storage Barns if you won the lottery?
Yep, for about 24 hours. No, I'm just kidding. No,
That's a real answer. That is a real answer.
I definitely would. What kind of lottery are we talking?
Like, I'm talking like
the Mega Billion?
Yeah.
The Mega Billion? I would. I'd work some days, here and there.
You'd probably work one day a month. Just to say, hey guys, what's up?
Yeah, I'd still keep an eye on everybody. No, I'm just kidding. I would still work. I would just, yeah. Well, we'll answer that on the next episode.
All right. As if he's going to win the lottery by the next episode.
I may. Never know.
You have to play to win.
I don't play.
All right.
I don't gamble too much.
Yeah. What's the most valuable life lesson you have learned?
What did I say yesterday? Shoot. Oh. So
see,
I see. Listen, this is raw and authentic. Just so you people know, we did not rehearse this too good.
We did.
Well, we did.
I printed out these questions for him to go over, so he'd have his answers prepared.
Anybody that also knows me knows I have a quarter of an inch brain and memory, and half it's burnt. So, my greatest memory, what was the question? What is my biggest life lesson? Okay, sorry everybody.
What is the most valuable life lesson you have learned?
That would be that you, Heather, and anybody listening can do whatever you want as long as you set your mind to it.
Unless you forget it.
Unless you forget it. So don't forget it. Anything you want to do, anybody listening out there, do whatever you can do whatever you want as long as you set your mind to it. Don't ever let anybody tell you any different. That's what I would say.
Do you have a life motto?
Life is all about choices.
And who told you that?
My mother told me that when I was, 4 years old or so, and she's told me that every year and every time I've ever made a mistake, so she's only told me twice.
So can you tell us a story about the first time she told you that?
Oh, goodness gracious. No, I can't. I don't remember.
You don't remember what you were doing?
I don't remember what I was doing.
That had to have been a stern, life is about choices.
It was. There's been a lot of times, I said it was only 2, but there's been, we all make mistakes. There's been a lot of times. But yeah, that's a great life motto. You got to live with the choices you make. So.
Fair enough. All right, final question. If you had to describe yourself as an animal, which would it be and why?
That's a good one. That is a good one. I was going to say a Cocker Spaniel, but I decided to switch that. I don't know. I honestly just thought it would be good.
Calling yourself a dog?
So, no, honestly, I honestly consider myself, I don't know what everybody else considers me, but I consider myself kind of a lion, not in the terms of a scary lion or whatever, but
Not in terms of a scary lion.
you know, not like that. You know, I don't want to terrify anybody. I'm not thinking like that way, but like I don't know. The lion's always kind of, you know, the leader of the pack, and I'm not saying that I'm the leader everywhere I go. I just feel like in certain settings, I've always kind of felt like that. I don't know, not in a bad or boasting way at all. It's just, you know, if anybody ever needs to step up, I guess I'm not afraid to do it. So, you know, I don't know. Some people are, I don't know. It's tough to think about, but sometimes I could be like a parrot, you know, because I like to drive people nuts. I don't know. It's a good question.
He's a professional yapper.
No,
You don't know what yapping is.
I don't talk that often. Depends on my work day. That's what we'll say.
All right. I think that's it.
That's it? No more questions? Okay, good deal.
We read off the sheet.
All right.
All right. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you. Well, not we, but I will. I'll see you next week when I have Gary Rose.